We did a Death Stranding 2 video last week where we couldn't get it to run in CrossOver, but since then we did some more testing, and now we can confirm CrossOver as a valid workaround. So here is our updated Death Stranding 2 video, where we'll first explain the 2 best solutions to play this game on a Mac, then give you some optimizations, and lastly go over some other alternatives. But before you choose which one you want, you'll have to buy the game. To help you, we'll leave links in the description to where you can purchase it, and we'll also add links to discounts when such are available. Now let's get to the ways to play it. Here are the 2 methods that gave us best results. The first one is called Boosteroid, and it's the cheapest cloud gaming service that's actually any good. This is the most plug-and-play solution that we found. The main draw of Boosteroid and cloud gaming in general is that your machine doesn't matter so long as you can supply it with around 40 megabits of stable internet. You can crank up everything to max even in 4K, and you should be more than fine. Death Stranding 2 is actually a great fit for a service like Boosteroid because this is a huge, visually demanding game that can seriously challenge your local hardware. In the cloud, you don't worry about specs and get the experience you actually want, complete with high visuals and steady FPS. The obvious caveat is your connection. If your internet dips, you'll notice compression in darker scenes, a softer image, or a little extra input delay. But for anyone who wants the easiest and most dependable way to play this on a Mac, this is the clear best fit. All you have to do to start gaming is follow the link in the description, register for the service, and buy a subscription. Then just search for the game and click play. It's all pretty easy, but we have a how-to tutorial if you need it, and an overview of the service if you want something more in-depth to make up your mind. We confirmed it in our tests, and many other users in the Mac gaming community also report that CrossOver works decently well. Now, as we said at the beginning, CrossOver is also a valid option now. It will give you the ability to play anywhere you want without internet limitations, and scales better with newer Macs. But you're not going to get anywhere near the graphical fidelity or performance you'll have with cloud solutions. We got between 50 and 70 FPS on our M3 Max MacBook Pro at high settings, but on a weaker machine, you'd need to go lower in the settings to maintain performance. Based on our testing and user reports, I'd say that the weakest Mac that should still let you run this game comfortably without compromising settings too much would be an M2 Pro with 24 gigs. Something else to note is that there is some pretty strong flickering and various graphical artifacts, so you'll need to apply a fix that I'll talk about in a moment. But despite the downsides, if you don't like cloud, CrossOver is still the best variant you've got. So if you've got a powerful Mac and some patience, you can definitely try it. Also, with this method, you can use mods for single-player games, and there's a 14-day free trial. To use CrossOver, click the link in the description, enter your email, and download the app. Then, after you install CrossOver, you must click the Try Now option for the 14-day trial. If you need a longer tutorial, visit our video on that. Just note that the experience with CrossOver can sometimes vary between updates, so don't be surprised if it suddenly starts to break the game. If this happens, check our site for the detailed instructions, or you'll have to research this on your own. Now to fix the graphical glitches, you'll need to download a fan-made patch that will be linked in the description. Then you go into the C drive of the game's CrossOver bottle and navigate to this folder. Then open Terminal, type CD, drag the unzipped patch folder into Terminal and press Enter. Then type this in Terminal, drag the DS2 executable into the Terminal window and press Enter. That's it. The script patches the game and should resolve any annoying graphical artifacts. For Death Stranding 2, start by setting the preset to medium, turn both ray traced reflections and ray traced ambient occlusion off, and use quality upscaling. That usually gives you the cleanest boost during long outdoor walks, storms, and combat without making the image fall apart. The other methods are a variation of this theme. AirGPU is the rent a gaming PC by the hour option. You buy credit, spin up a Windows machine, then stream it through Parsec or Moonlight. You pay by the hour and prices vary depending on what machine you rent, but the average is around $1. Then you also need to pay for local storage, which is $3.50 per month per 50 gigabytes with a minimum of 100 gigs. Shadow PC is the subscription version of the same idea, where the lowest monthly subscription fee is $34 for US users, and it only goes up from there. EU users get a cheaper plan option that costs €20 per month, but that's still more than twice the monthly fee for Boosteroid's base plan. In conclusion, there are 4 truly valid methods to play Death Stranding 2 on Mac at the moment. Boosteroid and CrossOver are the workarounds we like the best. For a cinematic, graphics-heavy single-player game like Death Stranding 2, Boosteroid is a very good choice, and we really enjoyed our time when testing the game through it. CrossOver can also be very good as a local alternative if you have the hardware to run the game and apply the community patch we mentioned. If these conditions are met, CrossOver actually works surprisingly well. Shadow PC and AirGPU are also decent, but aren't as straightforward as Boosteroid and don't offer the perks of playing the game locally that you get with CrossOver. Also, to use their more powerful hardware, you need to move to a higher tier plan, which, combined with with their specific pricing model can quickly add up in terms of money you need to pay. So while these options both give you more customization and flexibility, we still prefer the other two solutions. So these were the best methods for playing this game. If you want to explore more popular gaming titles you can play on your Mac, check the videos that should now appear on your screen, or simply browse through our channel. Also, if you found this content helpful, we'd greatly appreciate it if you liked the video and subscribe to our channel. Take care and see you in the next one.